Okay, we're up and going again. I've just finished off doing my daily run-arounds, doing all my fleet holding stuff, all the duty officer stuff. Not so much. I've done R&D today. I've given up on that for a while, but because I don't really think I'm ever going to craft anything nowadays. Perhaps a weapon, but I'm not really doing the ground weapons. Obviously, there's a ground weapon. You can make the TR-11 something B rifle, sniper rifle, which is useful against ground Borg. But enough of that. I have got everything done. Yes, I have indeed. Time to do the next one in the new story arc, which I've forgotten which one we're into now. It's not New Frontiers, obviously. Gamma Quadrant. So we did the first one, which is a massive Hur'q attack. So we've got that all done, and we're now heading out with Dr. Bashir. Kai Kira's coming with us as well, so that'll be interesting. She was in Deep Space Nine, wasn't she? I'm sure she was. So we'll head off to there and do this one. See what we get into. Oh, I've made the terrible mistake of sitting down without and starting this stream without having a drink in front of me. What an idiot. So we are at the OIT system, or the DIT system, but I am going to have to go and get a drink. I apologise. Okay, here we go. I'll go and do that in the Dyson sphere. Will probably be the best, unless I do a ground TFO. Oh, but then again, my ground TFO, that might actually work, mightn't it? Because this guy's, and I've not done a ground TFO yet, so I could upgrade that really. And see if I can do that at a fleet. Anyway, enough rambling. DIT system.
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network. They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Those satellites could cripple a Starfleet runabout with one shot back then. I'd rather not find out how powerful they are now, if you don't mind.
Okay, 1 second please, I've just got to do something. My sound is coming out on the speakers for some reason. Not that one.
Good, we've arrived. I suggest scanning the prison moon and its satellite network.
Okay.
They might have fixed the design flaw we exploited here years ago to bypass their defenses.
Those satellites could cripple a star.
I don't know what's going on with it. Every time I fiddle around, I think it's because I'm leaving my headphones plugged in now. And and for some reason that's confusing the computer when I start trying to stream and play. It's not a problem when I'm playing, because obviously I'm not talking, but the game noises are in my headphones and on my
systems were updated to deal with modern vessels, but they still have the same flaw that Miles O'Brien took advantage of years ago.
You should be able to distract the satellites by firing probes near their position. Distract enough of them, and you'll clear an area long enough to safely beam down and away. Picking up some debris clouds from Hur'q ships in orbit.
Hur'q. Right, what we got again? I'll remember what these are one day. I'm slowly getting used to the new temporal battle cruiser. As you see, I've got through to level 3 now, so we're getting there. It's a big old ship anyway.
It's possible some Hur'q bypassed the satellites. We should be ready.
Looks like O'Brien's trick still works. The satellites took the bait, and we have a safe transport window. We're in position. All right, the doctor and I...
Nope, I'm stop flicking through these talky bits when I'm... It's a bad habit I've got.
Wreckage of the Yangtze Jiang. Or what's left of her, rather. Looks like the locals have scavenged everything of value from the old girl. Unlike her, they can never die thanks to the nanotech inside of them.
Right. The last time we were here, the prisoners were eager to be cured, if only to get the chance to kill their rivals off for good. I'm hoping that Opaka has shown them a better path in the time she's been here among them.
We're not alone. Hur'q life signs dead ahead.
Oh, some triple stroking going on. Oh, poor little crawler mine.
This is interesting. I just ran a medical scan on these Hur'q. They're not regenerating. There's no sign.
That is good to know. So we'll see. Oh, bugger, I've gone too far.
We're here to help. Keep fighting!
I think you'll find that she'll be in good health with it.
You can relax. I'm fine now. Really.
You made it. Good. The Kai's been expecting you. Yes, she's had a vision about you coming here. Come with us. We'll take you to her. Unless you'd rather stand around here until more of those things show up.
It's been like that.
The Kai's waiting for you, in the temple ahead.
Hello, Kai Thingy.
Welcome. It's been some time since we've had peaceful visitors. And Kai Kira, it's been too long. Truly, the prophets have smiled upon us today.
Indeed they have. We have brought the cure. You'll be able to live a normal life away from here. You'll be free.
And we have something to bring with us. A miracle.
Is that a...
Is that...
Yes, a blessing from the prophets. The Orb of Peace. Through it, we ended the war between Ennis and Noel Ennis. As you can see, our peace has been shattered by the arrival of the hostile aliens. We have tried to speak with them, to find reason, but we have failed. We don't even know their name.
Frank.
They're called Hur'q, and there's no reasoning with them. They attack and devastate.
I see. We must take the orb with us as well. I can't have it falling into the hands of such a warlike species. It would be like the occupation all over again.
That's not going to happen. I won't allow it, and neither will my...
Very well. Begin the procedure.
See, it makes sense to do this after we were off the planet,
Some
wouldn't
time
it?
ago, I asked Bashir for this cure. I wanted to use the cure as a weapon and kill the enemy. I couldn't put the war with the Knoll behind me. I hated him for denying my chance for vengeance. Now, that's changed, thanks to the Kai. I found a better path. I just want to lead a simple, natural life. When they put me here, all I knew was war. I don't remember why it started, just that there was us and the Ennis had to die. Even when the Kai came, I didn't believe. But when they found the orb and people stopped killing, things changed for me. Guess there's something to faith after all.
Is this for real? This cure? They talked about it a little after the Kai arrived, but I thought it was a myth. Never thought it was actually real. So, I can die now. Funny, I never thought I would. And now that I can, I'm a little scared. Is that strange?
Then it's true what the Kai saw in her dreams. Those visions. The prophets sent us the orb, and now they sent you with our deliverance from this horrible place. Truly, the prophets smile upon us all.
The cure, huh? Well, this cure had better work, friend. Or we won't be friends no more. Get me.
I got you. With you in a sec, missus.
after all this time, to live a normal life. It's like waking up from a really bad dream. I can think about having a family again. An actual family. I don't know what else to say except thank you.
Looks like you're down to 1 dose of the cure. You...
Come on, double phaser.
You have my thanks for all you have done.
Those things are attacking! Defend yourselves! No one's down! Medic! Someone help him!
I'm afraid he's dead.
Though we will mourn.
The doctor and I...
Oops, sorry about that. I did it again. Triple stroking. So we're going to need to beep down into them. Good. I do like that effect of Paul's little... I don't know what it is he's doing, but it's one of these two, isn't it? Must be this one then. Yeah. No? Over here. Oh, that was a captain, that's good.
That everyone made it out in one...
What we got? Oh no, it's not the one I want. I want... slowly getting through the Admiralty levels. And off we go again. Right. Swarmers. Just have to make sure that I get a what do you call it? Keep an eye out for the swarm things, spawn, what are they called? Necro things or something, aren't they? So lots of red in the background there. Oh, satellite red. It's okay.
Let's move the ship behind the satellites.
Whoa!
4 shields failing.
This feels a bit sneaky.
Just in time. Here they come.
Necrid assemblies, that's the buggers. Where's my...
Target's shield. Hur'q day for the Endeavour.
It looks like the Hur'q have had enough for now. Let's get the rest of Opaka's people out of the colony while we can. The Hur'q might send a larger force to finish us off.
I'm glad I was able to administer the cure to the remaining prisoners while you were clearing a path to the transport site. Everyone is safely aboard and mortal for the first time in many years. I've never seen so many people overjoyed to learn that eventually they'll die.
Thank you, Julian. It means a lot to me to have everyone out safely, especially Opaka. We have a lot to talk about, her and I. For now, I think we should return to Deep Space Nine before the Hur'q come back to settle the score.
Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine.
Emissary, our paths meet again.
Hello, Ben. It's good to hear from you.
I sometimes think, you know, when I see little bits like that, it makes me wonder and want to go back again, or to go back and actually watch the series Deep Space Nine to see what happens.
I'm glad we were able to return.
I didn't watch a
Opaka
lot
to
of
Bajor
DS9.
safely. She's determined to follow the will of the prophets and establish a new place of worship in the Gamma Quadrant near the wormhole. Odo assures me that the Dominion are open to discussing this. We'll see. Many of us have not forgotten the fate of the new Bajor colony, and the Dominion's role in that. As for me, my time as Kai is coming to an end. Opaka is the Kai that Bajor needs now. I intend to guard the Celestial Temple from the Hur'q and anyone else who would destroy the home of the Prophets. The best place to do that is Deep Space Nine, as part of Starfleet. I'll be Captain Kira the next time you see me. Thank you again for helping me bring Opaka home. I owe you one.
So I wonder, is it worth? Because there's quite often. I don't think I have a. I've not got a ground weapon at the moment that I keep. I might take that and use it as a ground weapon, just for when we have endeavors.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Hur'q aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosa system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hur'q presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience.
Okay. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to do that. I certainly don't have a... Right, Fatty. No, I don't have a crew member that eats Ketracel. Maybe it's something I should look at. Because I can't, otherwise there's no point in having any of this, is there? Because I don't think it's used in any... I can't ever remember seeing duty officer missions where you give that stuff away. Maybe I'm wrong and just not remembering. One space. What I could, because I've taken as some of my, I did the base, the academy missions today, so get those. So I'm getting 3 more because I've not got a full roster. But let's just do a personal, just to get some. Don't need a science officer. What should I take? There must be a 50 or 250 somewhere. No, I've not got the people for it. Oh hum. Medical. Okay. No, that's unrefined Ketracel. Okay, disruptor rifle. Stick that on here for now. It's just a way, just somewhere to keep it out of the way, just in case I do need them at some point. Salvage. Now the next question is, do I go and do this second one? I think I will, because that was quite a quick little run, that one, wasn't it? Why has it disappeared? That's a long one, but it does have a nice reward, if I remember rightly.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory.
Oh,
They
that's why it's
saying
not
you
there, because I didn't accept it. I thought we were already in the Gamma Quadrant. Oh no, we were in Beta. So off we go.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we can't even defend our stations from Hur'q attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We are currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Hur'q aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however. The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
All ships, target the Hur'q and fire at will.
Victory is life!
Why's that going the wrong way? that's the question.
I can see you're a handy person to have around. And while I'd like to put this system far behind us, this planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of Ketracel White. How
Curious indeed.
Of what use would this world be to the Hur'q? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Hur'q inbound.
They're going for the station. What are they after? We should scan the station once we're done with these Hur'q. The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Hur'q are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Hur'q. Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress...
Oh.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Hur'q on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
Odo's a cheery chap, isn't he?
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Hur'q wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Nobody ever calls me by my rank. I'm getting upset about this. Ooh.
Where did all these ships come from?
Indeed, good question. Let's head in.
And here we are, the Karema system.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself. What you could do and should do are separate matters, Sard. You would be wise to learn the difference. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it. Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Hur'q as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate. The Karimans are proud. If they wish to stand alone and deal with the Hur'q, we will certainly accommodate them.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Kareman space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karima. It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
Follow me. I like to see things blowing up quickly. Stand out of my chair there, trying to keep my head in the right position, see what I'm doing.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Kareman hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
I think so. Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Hur'q. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor.
Hur'q of Tain. Hopefully we'll...
Finally. I was beginning to wonder if anyone would come. It took you long enough. Is Garak with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants to go in peace. Running out of time here.
We need to get Quark out quickly before he has an encounter with the Hur'q of the fatal
Okay,
Pride.
this is not good. Well, it is. But let's go and get Quark.
We're about as close to Quark's last
we're
known
going into
location
tunnels.
as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Hello, lots of red
How
dots.
convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look. Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more. Seems clearly
I should. I'm starting to think I should give Sit the crawler mines and that, because she's always running off and doing
My
stupid shit.
tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemin security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity.
Should get another captain on the ground here, I think. Or hopefully, anyway. Oh, I spy. More triple stroking going on. This one.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye at all. Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Karemin police, so what brings you down here?
Quark.
Oh, Quark. Yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. When we locked him up in a secure
Everybody
room,
mentioned the
shooting
moon.
started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks.
Nurks. Gurks, Hurks, Lurks. Let's go and do some nurking.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
Yes, thank you for your cheery demeanour. This is try not to die. I shall try not to. Whoa. Pushback thing that got quite annoying, isn't it? Oh, brilliant.
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so, thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, or Karemin military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell? Oh, him. think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
Thanks. But I know how you mean. I know what you mean about Quark. He is the sort of person you'd like to grab by the ears and shake him around.
The other Dominion ships just left the system. We're on our own.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters. That'd be Quark then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of anyway. He's in a secure vault, not far from here, with another VIP.
Okay, so we've done everything they wanted. We're going to get the door open now. And what we picked up so far? Nothing really of any use.
The door's right there. I'll stay here while you save everyone.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open, you better...
That looks very much like a boss. Seems though he's not moving anywhere. Yep, that was a boss.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garak, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemian tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Hur'q.
I see. Thank you. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Well, First Minister, and as for you, Garak, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Hur'q invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is that you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
Oh, aye.
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Hur'q attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
Something's going on here. Shenanigans, I wager.
The Hur'q are leaving. For now.
Hello, I see something back here.
It would appear that the Hur'q burrowed this way to bypass the doors above. And unlike most burrowing creatures, the Hur'q actually ate their way through the ground.
Hmm.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garak.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired. I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
A good idea.
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Something is definitely up here.
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garak?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Hur'q. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garak.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Hur'q attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garak's right. These devices call the Hur'q, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy.
So I found a high-value target and led the Hur'q to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bashir was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Yeah, get some. His face.
My entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Hur'q attack. The other Founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, Founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The Captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
It is not my place to question the will of the Founders. Your mind, however, is your own. Do with it as you will, but be warned. The Founders do not appreciate betrayal. If the Alliance withdraws from their pact with the Dominion, the consequences could be severe.
See what Garak's got to say.
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
The only problem is, whenever diplomats get together, for some reason, I always end up getting dirty.
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk. We took precautions. I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Hur'q in time. Karema was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies? As I said to Garak, there is more to this than we know. I'm going to find out what and why. I hope you're inclined to join me when the time comes.
We shall indeed see.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your Founder's side, hanging on her every word?
It is a message from said Founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the Ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him?
Yeah.
He is a Founder, after all.
Serve the Founders, yes. But also serve them well.
Gibbering on.
Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the Founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the Founders haven't.
I'm gonna have to shout, aren't I?
This is a private conversation. Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak with.
Very squabbly. And that's 2 missions for the day. I think that'll be enough.
Visits to the Dominion are always so enlightening, don't you think? I suspect we've just begun to discover what the Founders are playing at here, and that concerns me greatly. After today, the wrath of Captain Kira may be the least of Odo's concerns. I do feel we need to continue working with him, however. It may be the only way we learn the true intentions of the Dominion. With that in mind, I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward with his plan.
Okay, another trader.
Be seeing you. Odo's found something intriguing in the Masan system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Jem Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion
I think
activity.
if I had an extra slot, I'd probably use that, but I haven't, so I won't.
Be seeing you.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to do on this thing today. I don't think I'm not going to bore you with me going around and doing some more trivial bits and pieces. So thanks for popping by. I'll hope to see you again when we carry on with the stories. I think it'll probably be tomorrow. What time are we at? Yeah, probably tomorrow. So thanks for popping by and see you.